All right. What's going on, you fuckers? All right. So currently 1 in the morning. I'm just getting to the end of my session here, cooking up some crazy value on my business channel for you guys. But couldn't skip out on you guys. What's the point of having a channel and posting raw content and the reality of an entrepreneur if I can't actually post raw in the moment type of content? And sometimes you gotta stay up till 1 a.m. and thug it out. Sometimes you gotta stay up till 2, 3, 4. That is the life of an entrepreneur. That is the life of an uncommon path. So I actually want to bring up an interesting topic today. I want to talk about the scarcity. And I want to talk about this in a lot of capacities, or not a lot of capacities, but a couple different capacities. I don't know what I was watching. I think it was maybe a podcast or a video, but even for myself, if you're anybody that's wanting to make money online and you have this fear, this like, what if it works out? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? Yada, yada, yada. I was that person, so I can kind of relate to this a lot, especially working my 9 to 5, college, the kind of traditional path that normally everybody takes. I've lived it, so I can comment on this. But if you're somebody who's trying to start a business, the worst thing that you can have is a scarcity mindset. And if you're in that transition phase where you're like, I don't know if I want to start an online business. I don't know if I want to leave my 9 to 5. It's security. How am I going to pay my bills? What business model is going to work out, right? The scarcity mindset it's an illusion. It's a trap. It's kept me for the 20 years that I was not in business online, in this little bubble, this cage, and it was limiting not only my beliefs but my income like crazy. I mean, I'm thinking what you guys were thinking, like, do these business models even work, bro? I've seen so many people talk about it online. I've gotten scammed before in the past. First of all, make something clear on the channel for you guys. I have gotten like actual scammed. Like, I don't even go into like detail about how embarrassing it is, but like, bro, it was like a $30 an hour job opportunity from fucking IBM through fucking, bro, it was through fucking Google Chats. Told me to fucking download Google Chats, hit up this number, you're looking for a job, $30 an hour, yada yada, whatever. Sent me a fake check to my bank and I got my shit ran. I got my pockets actually scammed, so fuck you guys. If you're like debating, oh my god, are these online businesses fake? Are these online businesses scam? No, there are real scams. And if you can't tell the difference, like myself, oof. But I actually will say that was one of the best experiences of my life because nothing can be as embarrassing as that. Now I can just fail as many times over and it's not going to be as embarrassing. And as telling you guys, I got scammed by the IBM method. Nobody on the internet's going to talk about the IBM method. Nobody. You've never heard your influencer talk about that shit on a podcast. You've never heard your favorite entrepreneur talk about that shit. I had to go through that. I had to go through that shit. So that's actually a real scam. But back to the scarcity topic. This limits you to thinking in abundance, to thinking, okay, what if this business can actually generate me $10,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month? And this is honestly one of my biggest regrets. In the years that I've been in business, looking back on it, if I would have just committed more, tried harder, obviously I worked 10 times harder than the majority of people worked at that time. But looking back at it now, being years in business, if I would have just started earlier, if I would have just gotten over this fear of, is this going to work out? Should I trust anybody from the internet? Should I invest into a mentor? Also, for people that are saying like, oh my God, courses, mentorships they're bad, they're scams. Every single business I own has came from and learned from a mentor. So you guys just learn from the wrong fucking people. All right. You guys are just not getting the actual insider information, the good information, and buying from good people. Because there are very, very good mentors that can help you 10x your income. You guys are just You guys are just looking at people with Lambos and thinking, oh my God, I got to give this guy 5 racks, 10 racks because he knows something. Right. Anyway, this idea of scarcity can keep you trapped at so many different levels. It can keep you trapped not only in the job that you're in, the life that you're in, everything that you've ever wanted. It pretty much pulls you away from that. Thinking from a scarcity perspective of, I need to save my way to the top. I need to have this savings. And obviously, don't be an idiot. You need to be financially responsible. But like, this might be an extreme example, but you can't take any of your savings to the afterlife. What's like, and I know this is a good analogy for you guys, or at least this is going to help you guys get some good juxtaposition. Most people, when they die, their biggest thing when they say that when they're on their deathbed is, I just regret not trying more. I just regret not starting more, not going after more businesses, not trying new experiences, not doing this, not doing more with my life. And this isn't just one person. You are talking about the billions of human beings on planet Earth and the millions of people that come to the end of their life, however long they get, 70 years max. They sleep a third of it. So really, you're technically like, you live 50 years, technically. You sleep a third of it. But these people's regrets is they didn't try more. Their biggest epiphany when they're about to die is they're realizing, I couldn't even take any of these earthly things with me to the afterlife anyway. Why didn't I risk more? Why didn't I go after a life that I wanted to live? Why did I stay in this cube for 40 years doing something that I hate every single day? If you think that you're not going to be saying that, and we literally have data of hundreds of millions of human beings saying that their biggest regret was not trying more, like, I don't know what to tell you guys. You might just be fucking delusional at that point. And in that case, no video's gonna help you. None of these online business models, no YouTube video is gonna get through to you if you can't even comprehend that on your own. But back to my point, why, like, I wish I would have tried more. I wish I would have gone after that business model. If you're on the fence of wanting to start a business, my advice to you would to be have an abundance mindset. You might not think that you have a lot right now, but you don't need a lot, especially with all the technology we have access to right now. This is the best time to go in on a business model, especially with all like the events happening as far as AI on the verge. The online business space is becoming so much easier for a beginner to have access to and to get insight into millionaires' lifestyles and how they're making money. It's crazy. And the one thing that stops most people, and it stopped me for 20 years, was just being scared, was just playing small, which is not going on offense. People play defense for like 90% of their life. They don't take any risk. And I guess it's a perspective shift that you guys probably have to have. It's something that I had to have and still have to go through right now, even with all my businesses right now. I'm telling myself, go after more, go after more, go after more. But in a healthy way, not like an agreed way. But fear keeps so many people from starting businesses. I've talked to hundreds of people, thousands of people throughout my businesses. I get so many DMs across all my platforms. And they're always asking, okay, what business model? And like a common denominator for the people that start and don't start and succeed is literally because they are scared. They don't have any confidence. Like even you guys watching this video right now, I don't know who's gonna watch this. If it is you, take a fucking risk, bro. The first time I ever invested into a mentor, I haven't told this story on any of the videos yet, but I literally didn't have any money and I charged my mom's credit card without telling her for $1,500 for a fucking sales mentorship. My first ever mentor. You guys probably heard his name, Luke. Luke, if you watch this video, a lot of my success would not have happened if I was not introduced to you, my guy. So shout out Luke. But yeah, and it was the scariest moment of my life, bro. I remember jumping up and down in the room like, fuck, do I buy this? Do I buy this? Do I buy this? Oh my God, what is my mom gonna say? She's gonna fucking kill me. I have Asian parents. I'm so fucking dead, bro. And after I sent the payment, it was almost like silence for 5 minutes. I was like, what did I just do? I've spent the most money that isn't even my money on something that I don't even know is gonna work out. And from that point on, it's almost like I had a completely different switch that turned on. It was like, okay, I made probably an irresponsible decision. Who knows if it doesn't work out? And I have to find a way to make it work out. And from there on out, I didn't operate from a place of scarcity. That's why I have the businesses that I have today. That's why I pursue the things that I have today in such a manner, is because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan B at that point. And that was one of the reasons why I had such dramatic success, on top of the fact that I just met so many cool people through this online space. And these connections turned into more business opportunities. And if I never would have taken action, if I never would have charged my mom's credit card, if I never would have gotten scammed in the first place, if I never saw videos on YouTube and got inspired, if I never took any sort of action on any of these thoughts, I would not have made 6 figures in a month. I would not have been able to send wires back to my family. I would not have been able to take care of myself, get the apartment, get the truck, the watches, whatever. It's vanity. It doesn't really, to be honest, they don't really matter. What matters is the work that you put in every single day, and the business that you build, and the people and the company that you're in. That's what truly matters. I never would have built any of it if I didn't just shut off my fear for a second and press a buy on a fucking mentorship that I didn't even know was gonna work out. I wouldn't have come close to the life that I have right now. Was able to build $1 million a year business at the age of 22. So I hope if you're watching this video and you do have a little bit of scarcity, it's fine. That lets you know that you care, you're human. Like it's okay to have human emotions. But I would advise you to kind of flip your mentality when it comes to that. When it comes to operating from a place of scarcity, when it comes to operating from a place of fear, when it comes to operating from these kinds of emotions, these kind of places, they limit you as far as belief, income, opportunities, and it decreases the chances of you ever having that dream life that you dreamed of, or that you're currently dreaming of, or that you're currently working for, or you picture yourself in this life of, I got the fucking car, I'm going to the gym, I'm getting jacked, I'm going to the fucking gym, I'm making fucking money online. If you operate from these places, it decreases your chances of ever having that kind of life. So I would advise against it. And it's fucking 1:30, so I'm gonna get to bed and get back up at like fucking 6, 7, back to the fucking grind. So